Welcome back. This is Rich again, back for an exclusive video on YouTube. Before I get to my subject for the day, don't forget to listen to Crystal's Time Machine every Friday and Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. on WCAP 980, where everybody gets it. She plays oldies from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Also follow her on various social media websites: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, my next subject I'm going to be talking about is about scams. There are so many scams going around in this day and age. Not just romance scams, but lottery scams, computer scams for fixing, delivery scams, etc., etc. And each and every year, uh, billions upon billions of dollars are lost by Americans because of scams, and and they're trying to fight it, but it's very hard to fight um, who's behind these scams. The most common scam there is the romance scam. It usually starts when a man or woman puts a dating profile on Match.com or another dating website, and they get a, like a direct message, an interest from a person, and they chat with them right away, saying the potential scammer um, says that I I came across your profile. I was looking for an old friend, and I got attracted by you. Blah blah blah. They want the basic information, and they profess love to you as soon as a couple of emails. Usually, the romance scammers claim that they are from the United States, but they're currently working overseas as a doctor or part of the U.S. military or an engineer. They claim that they are widowed, have a child that is in a boarding school, and usually they say they um, grew up in Italy, but their mother's from Poland or their father's from Iceland, and they call you up on the phone saying, um, talking to you, sing love songs, but they have a very very thick accent, and they want you to download um, WhatsApp or Hangouts because they know if they um the dating websites will catch on to the potential scammers, and they would need verification and follow you off. If they don't get you a connection, they won't you won't be a target victim. And they'll say that you try to make plans with them, but then at the last minute they'll say they need money because of an airline problems, or they have a sick child. They ask for money. They start small. They usually people send it via Bitcoin or gift cards or wire transfers like money orders. And they usually get them gift cards, because if you send a gift card to a possible scammer via like your cell phone, iPhone. They could exchange the value of the gift card 80%. Say if you send a gift card for $500, they get 80% of that, which is like, I think, $350. And they say they would be going on the next flight where they're from, or sometimes they ask you to pay the child's bill who are getting sick. Usually it's somebody, it's a fake invoice. And usually after they do these things, they'll ghost you, like block you and take all your money. And a lot of people who get romance scammed, they file EIC3 reports, but there's nothing they could do about that. Usually these romance scammers work in groups throughout the world. Usually they're in countries like Ghana or Nigeria, but there's some that are in Asian countries, the Middle East, or even the United Kingdom. Usually people who are victim of romance scam are too embarrassed to tell anybody about it because they lost a significant fortune and they cannot trust people's heart, anybody's, for like love. It's very, very sad. Another common scam now is you getting contacted by the IRS or the FBI saying that you got a refund or you got rewarded with money. But please, the IRS and the FBI are not going to call you up, period, for telling you that you won, you got a error for a bank refund. They're not going to do that. So it's a scam. Don't expect them to send you anything. If they do expect you something, it's going to be a blank check. It's going to be a phony check. And if anybody cashes a phony check, it's going to bounce, and whatever's in your bank account is going to be wiped out. And that's not good. Another scam is a lottery scam saying you get an email saying you won $50 million. You have to pay a processing fee of $10,000 just to get the money. That's another scam. And also another scam is the delivery scam, when you get you get called up to get packages from Amazon or DHL or UPS or FedEx for possible businesses that some people start online. Usually these packages are stolen with other people's credit cards, so they're very risky. And I don't know why many people fall for these scams these days. There's so many different reasons. Maybe one, especially romance scams, a lot of people are very, very, lonely, or they're like, they're kind of like a little depressed that they cannot find somebody to date or marry, and maybe they hear a lot of success stories about people having online romance through dating websites. Those things you have to be very, very lucky. They want to be the next success story, but more likely, there's a lot of like unsuccessful stories. Another one that people get caught up with, like these scams, especially the a lot of these scams that they think they're going to be a millionaire, but they're not going to be. It's just people just want to help other people. Same with the scams. Also, if you are involved in something that's very suspicious, don't hesitate to call the authorities. And also romance scams, if you know something is not right or doesn't seem too good to be true, just take a step back and look for red flags and just block and delete the person. Don't be the victim, because it's going to cause you a lot of heartbreak and it could get you in serious trouble. I'll be back later this week for another exclusive video blog. Bye now.